In this video can be found on a public domain in the full disclaimers down below. Hey, welcome back to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. I wish you lots of love and many blessings. People often confuse the terms sociopath and psychopath, and they use them interchangeably. They aren't different in the clinical sense. Both terms refer to the people who have antisocial personality disorder, ASPD. Those with ASPD have no regard for others' rights or feelings. They lack empathy and remorse for wrongdoings and have the need to exploit and manipulate everybody in their path. Does this sound familiar? It should. Turns out one of the most aggravating things Megan did when she came into the family was try to pit everybody against Kate. I just learned about this, but I'm not shocked or surprised. They say in the beginning, right after the marriage, she was going back and forth between Charles and the Queen, complaining about everything Kate did, from how she raised her kids to what she did in the royal duties. Nothing was good enough, and Megan had all the answers. It's being said that Megan had to have all the control. She wanted to control everything, including Catherine's duties and how she performed them. That's wild to me. What she was trying to do was manipulate the situation. She was trying to get into the Queen's head, most definitely, trying to drive a wedge between her and Catherine. It's being said the Queen called on Harry and said, "Look, you better put an end to this. We're getting along, or you're going to have to get on." Once she seen her manipulation wasn't going to work, she started to put a distance between her and the family, just exactly as she did in her own family. It's being said that in Samantha's book, Samantha's telling how Megan tried this same tactic with her own dad and his other children. Megan wanted to drive a wedge, put a distance between her dad and his other two children. She wanted Mr. Markle to disown Samantha and Thomas Jr. These are all clear signs of being psychopathic and a sociopath. In my opinion, I'm no doctor, but dang, does it really take one to notice? Megan has to have everybody's attention and has to be the one in control. Learning about who she is over these last few years just shows me she's a really cruel person. It seems like she thrives off of being real nasty to people. Like during her quote-unquote pregnancy and the birth and all that, they're saying that she and Harry both tried to intimidate her staff to keep all sorts of secrets, to the point where several of her staff members stayed in tears out of stress and nervousness. That's cruel. She and Harry both are super disrespectful and have no regard for anybody else's feelings. It was proof of that when she moved those homeless people, making them lose all their stuff. Do you realize they had to drop their belongings in a dumpster? They couldn't even take their sleeping bag. They wouldn't allow it, but they forced them to move with a quickness. That's cruel. You reap what you sow in life. Life changes for everybody, and it takes just a second. And just because they're living fat today doesn't mean tomorrow they're promised all those goodies. I've been told they're stressing their financial situation now that they've been completely cut off. Oh boy. They've done nothing for Netflix. They seem to have done nothing more for Spotify. These people are not going to shuck out the big bucks for nothing. So far, they're not cashing in on these lawsuits like I believe they plan to. Harry's out $48,000 just for his alone. And her legal bills are stacking up huge too. It seems like she's going to try to give that tell-all book a second chance. And I believe this is where the secrets of the royal family will come in to cash out for her. I think they feel like they have nothing else to lose since they've lost it all. What's the harm? And I don't understand what Harry's flipping out over when it comes to his military role. His fellow comrades, quote-unquote, are even saying he was a joke. He never took anything serious. He was always cutting up jokes, playing the video games, never a true leader. If his grandmother wasn't who she was, he would have never been in that predicament. And folks are saying they don't care if he's gone. They don't even want him back. I have a quick question, and hopefully somebody can answer it for me. I just can't figure it out. Okay, so since the Queen has put a stop to everything, taken everything away from them, cut them off completely financially and all, told them not to use the titles, the HRH, the Duchess, the Duke of Sussex. What does this mean regarding the birth certificate? Her name is now off of it, but it's signed HRH, Duchess of Sussex. Does this mean if a divorce happened, if there is a child, would this child go to the next Duchess of Sussex? This is confusing me. What mother in their right mind would ever remove their name from their child's birth certificate, title or not? Especially in the royal family. That, to me, seems like she's trying to drive a wedge between herself and this child, if he exists. I would love to know how this works. So, in the event they divorce, in the event there's a child, does this child now belong to the future Duchess of Sussex? I don't understand. By her removing her name, is she just trying to drive a wedge between her and the whole facade? Trying to keep her hands clean? I don't know. I hope you're having a really good day today. I'll see you soon and we'll talk fast. Please stay safe and be blessed.